Hello everyone, my name is John Brown and I'm the author of the newly published novel Joseph Peters et al. Here it is. This is my debut novel. This is my baby. This book has been a long time coming. I spent the last 2 or 3 years getting this book into its current format, and I'm really happy to have the opportunity to share this with you. So if there's anyone who is thinking about writing a book, or maybe you've written a few paragraphs or a few pages or a few chapters and you're discouraged and you don't think it's possible for whatever reason, this is evidence that it's possible, that there are people who can help you. I certainly had help along the way, and what I've done you can do as well. The reason for me doing this video is twofold. The first thing I want to do is to give a brief overview of why the novel was written, and then the second thing I like to do is to touch on a few of the core concepts that the book will address. The rationale for writing a novel: writing is something I do. It's akin to breathing. It is a natural activity for me. Whether there's an audience or not, I write, and I derive joy from making observations about the world I live in, and intrinsically it's a gift that I have, and so being able to take that intrinsic inspiration with the observations I make, I'm able to put all of that into a usable form, which is the novel. This book itself pretty much is about people trying to define themselves. Oftentimes we live in a world in which we are defined, or people try to define us, and that can be very frustrating. And then it's also about the ways that we go about developing that authentic identity, and it also looks at some of the issues that we all face, or many of us face. One of the core concepts that the issue looks at is the issue of sexuality, particularly homosexuality. And bear in mind that this book is set in the 1980s, so the timing, things were a lot different in the 80s for members of the LGBT community. Things are certainly a lot more, the world is a little bit more accepting than it was back in the 80s. But one of the characters, Tariq, that's his issue or his struggle, is trying to define himself as a gay man and trying to figure out whether he can be himself. What does it mean for him to be a gay man? Is it what the world says? Is it the negative images that he gets from society and TV and even family? And what kind of life can he have? Is he destined to end up a statistic, or can he have a kick-ass life? Another issue that the book looks at is the issue of bereavement and grief. All of us will lose loved ones. Many of us have already lost loved ones. The book looks at what can happen when a person tries to delay that grief process. It's certainly not fun, but it's something that has to happen, and when it does not happen, there can be adverse consequences, and that's something that the character Carmen discovers. Another core issue that the book looks at is self-actualization, and it looks at the process of self-actualization throughout the entire spectrum, whether a character is young or old. One of the characters, the character that the book is named after, Joseph Peters, he's in his 80s and he's outlived 2 wives, and so he's trying to figure out with what time he has left, what kind of life can he live? Is he relegated to going to a nursing home? Can he continue to live autonomously? Can he continue to have fun? Can he continue to date and love and be intimate and things along those lines? So there is something for everyone in this novel, and a good friend of mine summed it up very well when she said that the book it's about people. And again, that's certainly not novel, but this is my spin on what human interactions and relationships and interpersonal relationships and intrapersonal relationships look like. I'm very proud of the work that I've done, and I certainly look forward to sharing that with my patrons or with my readers. So you can, if you're interested, you certainly can order a copy through my blog at www.thedamnthang.blogspot.com. That's www.thedamnthang.blogspot.com. If you'd like to, you can send me a friend request on Facebook. My ID is John W. Brown. You can also follow me on Twitter at John W. Brown1. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to you guys really being on this journey with me. This is only the beginning. Thank you so much for your time, and that's all. Bye-bye.